So while you're creating your ad, you may see that custom audiences option. So basically what this is that you create a custom audience based on an audience that you've already created. Whether it's your Facebook page, you uploading a list of email addresses from MailChimp, or you uploading the phone numbers of all your current clients. With custom audiences, Facebook will build this list for you and then find these users on Facebook in accordance to that data you gave them. So if you're pushing out a sale to people who've already bought X item, maybe you've sold them a bike already, now you have a sale on bike racks, you can target those people who have purchased a bike already on your website with this specific ad of bike rack for sale. So once you upload these lists, etc., Facebook will take about 30 minutes to curate that list, build that list. Then you can select these custom audiences in future ad creation sets. Okay, so once you're on your Ads Manager page, that's facebook.com/ads/manager, you're going to want to click in the top left here, those three lines. In this drop-down under Assets, click Audiences. Now it's on this page, you can click that blue Create Audience button, and you can create a custom audience, lookalike audience, saved audience. So let's first look at saved audience. This is if you're creating ads constantly and you're targeting one specific audience. Why rebuild that audience in each ad? Let's create this audience and save it. So you want to name it something very specific to that saved audience. Usually I include my demo. So let's go 18 to 34 male USA like Udemy. So we have USA 18 to 34 male. Then I could add language and other variables. Make sure to just include it in your audience name. But remember, my only one targeting requirement was Udemy. They liked Udemy. So enter that. Interest. I'm going to just save or create that audience. There we go. So next let's do custom audience. Customer list. I can upload Excel files, MailChimp files of emails, phone numbers, exact Facebook user IDs. You can upload the specific customer list and target to them for upsells or future sales. Maybe say you're an oil change shop and you got a phone number of someone when they got an oil change. In 3 to 6 months, you can target to them and say 10% off, $5 off, etc. your next oil change. This is a great way to build recurring customers. Next is website traffic. So create a list of people who visit your website or view specific pages. So this is via that pixel. So I can select anyone who visits your website, select the duration, and then naming that audience. And then finally app activity. So this creates a list of people who have taken specific action in your app or game. So if they've downloaded your app, this is a great time to push a promo to them or maybe push your next app you've developed to them. They've already made that conversion or that download, purchase, etc. on your app. Now you can push something to the next level to them.
Then one of my favorite custom audiences is engagement on Facebook. I can create custom audiences of people who have engaged with my content on Facebook. So let's click that. So what kind of engagement do you want to use to create this audience? First, video. So we can choose content from our Facebook page. So videos we've recently posted to our Facebook page. Now from working with clients, my own personal testing, some people like basing off of seconds watched, but I like building an audience of people who are committed to my content. If they watched nearly 75% of my video, they obviously were engaged by it. So I get the best results from the percentage watch and at 75%. And then we choose our video. Select the page you posted this video to. So select that video, confirm. Now this audience can consist of people up to 1 year old. Most of my ads I like to keep very relevant, so I keep them within that 10 to 30 day range. Then be very specific with naming your audience, because as you build these audiences, you want to instantly differentiate between them for speed of ad building. So I instantly can tell this is my social media marketing promo that's been 75% watched in the past 30 days. Create audience. Next, we can create a list of people who've engaged with our lead ads. So click that. First, you'll select your lead form that you've created for your ads in the past. Then what do you want to include? Anyone who has opened the form? People who have opened but didn't submit the form? People who opened and submitted the form. So obviously, engaged people that you want to re-engage with. This is my money targeting one. People who opened it but didn't submit it. They were intrigued. How can I close the sale? So these audiences of people who've engaged with your lead forms can be up to 90 days. But again, I like those fresh audiences within the past month. So again, be very specific. Lead ad open, not submit, past 30 days for my Facebook course. Since some of your lead ads can obviously get very detailed, you can add an optional description for yourself as well. The final custom engagement audience I prefer the most is page audience. So you can build a custom audience of people who have interacted with your Facebook page. So first, select your page. What type of engaged person do you want? People who engaged with your page? Anyone who visited your page? People who engaged with a post or ad on your page? People who clicked any call to action button? People who sent a message to your page? People who saved your page or any post? A few ads I like basing around this custom audience is first, people who send a message to my page. These are obviously very engaged people. They have a question. They're inquiring more about my business. Let's market to this engaged audience. Then my next favorite is people who clicked any call to action button. You have that call to action button right below your cover photo, right? My advice is to always have that call to action button based around an incentive item. So I like to remarket that incentive item or upsell to these people who clicked that call to action button. Then finally, my third favorite, people who engaged with any post or ad. Why not remarket or market future post engagements to this audience? They're engaged people. Target those engaged people. Don't target people who just read your post and skim by. Now we can build a custom audience of people we know are engaged with our content. So besides custom audiences, the next type of audience is a lookalike audience. So a lookalike audience finds new people on Facebook who are similar to your existing audiences. So you can first choose a source, and that source can be your Facebook page or a custom audience. So choose that source here. So I choose my Course Envy page. But again, if I had a list of customers or some other custom audience I built, I could select that and have Facebook go out and curate a lookalike audience of that custom audience. So for this one, I'm selecting people who liked my Course Envy page. Then I can select what location we want to target for this lookalike audience. So you can look at your page insights to see where most of your page likes are occurring. And if you know your business at all, you'll know where are your sales, where are your clients based. For us, we know 33% of our market is in the United States. But a close second in the 20% range is India. So I would like to create two lookalike audiences for our Course Envy page, one based in India and one based in the United States. So let's do India first. Then we want to select the audience size. The audience size ranges from 1% to 10% of the total population in the countries we choose. So as you can see, we're at 2 million people right now with 1%. Let's scroll this up all the way. We're at 20.5 million people. I like to do the 1% because the 1% will be more closely matched to my source audience, my Course Envy page. So you can A/B split test this, but from my data, I prefer the 1%, no matter what source or location I'm pulling my lookalike from. So click Create. So as you begin to build various custom audiences, you'll see that it's slightly limited.
Custom audiences are for targeting and excluding these various sets of traffic. Custom audiences are not for conversion tracking. Conversion tracking requires standard events or custom conversions. So which should you use? Standard events or custom conversions? They both allow you to track and optimize for actions across your website. So a general rule of thumb, standard events give you more features, but custom conversions are much easier to set up. So if you're not comfortable with editing your website's code, I recommend using custom conversions. If you don't mind working with standard events and adding these parameters to your website coding, then I recommend standard events. Here are the differences between a standard event and custom conversion. Standard events are created by adding the Facebook pixel base code. You can customize them with parameters. You can aggregate the reporting, and they're compatible with dynamic ads. Custom conversions require no extra coding. These are created right in your ads manager. These conversions are customized with URL rules alone. They have a separate reporting function, but they are not compatible with dynamic product ads. So first, standard events. Standard events allow you to track specific actions or events on your website. These include specific page view, search, add to cart, checkout, lead capture, or registration. Standard events require you to customize the pixel code for that specific event via a small modification. So this modification to your Facebook pixel code requires editing the standard event code. So as you can see, I have my Facebook pixel code here. This is my standard event right here. The standard event is titled Add to Cart. So this would be in the head tag on my Add to Cart page. So when a user gets to my Add to Cart page, the pixel will fire because someone has fulfilled this standard event, because someone has fulfilled this action or standard event. So simply add the standard event before the closing script tag within that base code. And remember, this base code or Facebook pixel is what we paste in before the closing head tag on each page. So this standard event edition of Add to Cart, this would be added before this closing script tag on the Add to Cart page. So make sure to place the code only on pages that correspond to the event you are tracking. So for Facebook reporting, it's going to report X number of people made it to Add to Cart. And then you can create custom audiences around this event and retarget people. Maybe they just got to cart but never checked out. You can create very specific audiences around these event codes. So the most common standard event codes I track is the make purchase or complete registration events. So these are for obviously tracking my sales and my landing page signups. So the codes for those, make purchase code, the FBQ, purchase, and then you can leave this blank or add in value and currency for even further reporting via your Facebook reporting. The next is the complete registration code. Very simple, complete registration. So as for custom conversions, you can use these as well to track conversions on your website, such as sales, signups, etc. So the nice thing about this is you can use that base Facebook pixel already installed on your website. Say you installed it in the header file before the closing head tag. That Facebook pixel is on every page of your website. So no new pixel nor no new coding is needed. Custom conversions just pulls data from people who landed on a specific website. So let's look at an example of this.
So to get to your custom conversions, click the menu in the top left corner, and then under the Events Manager section, you'll see Custom Conversions. So click that, and now on this custom conversion page, we can create a custom conversion.
So first we need to create what that conversion is. So this is my general course NV traffic, but we need to create a rule. What does this traffic include that makes it a conversion? So URL equals, here I could put coursenv.com/thanks. So I know someone has gotten to my checkout page because I know that's my URL for a checkout. So the things you can choose between are either an event, URL equals, URL contains. I usually use URL equals just because I know I have a very simple domain setup and there's not a repeat of any keywords in my domains. But here's the difference. Contains any? This is match any page that contains any of the provided keywords. So if I selected URL contains and then typed in shoes, this would match shoes and shoes $123. So every page that has that keyword. So why I like equals to is because it's finite. It's that one URL. It's a lot more accurate conversion tracking. So matches any page that contains exactly that provided keyword. So URL equals coursemd.com/thanks. So input those URLs. So as you can see, here's my equals URL. Then we'll select the category for this conversion. As you can see, view content, search, add to cart, initiate checkout, purchase lead. For this example, I know they've signed up for something because they got to the thanks page. So this is a complete registration conversion. So we select that. So just note from here on, when a user makes it to this page on your website, it will fire on Facebook as a conversion because a completed registration occurred and Facebook will report one conversion. So let me show you an example of custom conversions. So I access my custom conversions menu under the Events Manager. As you can see, I've created a free preview custom conversion. So when I convert a customer to sign up for my free course, it'll fire as a conversion. So where can I use this? When I create a conversion campaign in Facebook ads, you'll see under the key results menu, custom conversions. So I select that, and then I select my custom conversion I want to track with this Facebook ad. And as you can see in my Facebook Ads Manager, under the website conversions column, I can see how many free preview custom conversions this ad has driven.